Hello YouTube. So today I'm going to show you how to make an emission text, like an emission material. So in DayZ, your gun glows at nighttime in certain areas, not just the whole thing. So we're going to do this in Blender. All the tools used in this right now, what I'm about to show you, will be available on my website. There'll also be a link in the description for an all-in-one bundle, so you can get all the tools at once. Have a look at that if you want to buy them, so you save a bit of money. So what should we do today? We're just going to make a random texture. I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to import the P3D, and we're going to use SRS, which is here, I believe, SRS A2, SRS MLOD. So I'm going to skip all the importing into here because there is a video on my channel which shows you how to do that. So I'm just going to get straight into the texturing side of things. So let's get the body and add a new texture to it. So I'm deleting this one, delete. I'm going to drag the DayZ texture and put that in there. I'm going to stretch this out as well. I don't know why it's so skinny. It's ugly to look at like that. There we go. So I'm going to put the BSDF on there, and then I'm going to call this one emit. I'm going to call it a DayZ texture as well because if it's a good one, I'll add it to the texture pack. So we've got emit DayZ texture in here. I'm going to add that to all these parts here. Emit, emit, and emit. There we go. So let's work with this texture, shall we? So I'm going to make a noise. What kind of noise textures are there actually? Let me have a look. So Shift A to search. I'm just going to talk through what I'm doing here. I've got to try and figure it out. So texture, or is it generate? No, it's not generate. I don't know what it's called in here. So I've got Musgrave, Magic. Let's do this Musgrave. So this looks like. Control Shift click if you've got Node Wrangler installed. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I could work with this, I think. Oh. Do you know what I'm going to try and do actually? I'm going to try and make a tiger stripe. But wave. I want not wavelength. Come on, Andy. Wave texture. Click this. You can see it's stripy. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look. I want to put a ramp in there. Right, so make it like that. It's gonna look more like a zebra than a tiger, but it's okay. I'm gonna add a bit of Control T on this, and it gives you this thing. So now it's I think I had a noise texture in here if I remember rightly. I'm learning this as I go, by the way. So yeah, the noise texture roughness. That's not how I wanted it, but it's okay. We'll do that. We're gonna do this one. Okay, so we've got that. I'm gonna put that into the color of this. And let's have a look what that looks like right now. It looks like poop. I'm gonna make it bump as well, so Shift A, search for a bump map, drag this into the height, and for this one I'm gonna Shift A, search normal bake, and put this in here and that into normal. So now we should have like a little bump to it. Yeah, it looks it's there, but it looks horrible. I'm gonna don't really change much to it, so invert, no. I'm gonna try and do it without the ramp actually. I'll make it look a little bit better. Or could make it look a lot worse. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of cool actually. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. So we got that set up. Let's do the glow, shall we? Let's move all this out of the way. And I forgot about this one. In fact, no, I'll keep these down here because I need these. In fact, I need it all to be fair. Ignore me, guys. Right, so this one is that texture. I'm going to add another ramp. I'm going to add the color into there, do this, and then try and make it more so it's actually where I need to get this one to here. How can I do this? But I'll make it. Trying to think how I can make this. It doesn't look like how I want it to look. Yeah, it's not looking how I want it to look. I'll keep it like this, so it's fine. So I want to make this like a like the stripe that goes through it. So I need a mix color. I hope you're following along to this, by the way. I'm sorry if you're not, but if you are, I guess well done, because I'm not very good at this at the minute. So oh, that's wrong. I need that into the factor. So I got the set that to black, and then set this to whatever color I want the glow to be. Let's make it a green glow. Now I've got that. I can set this into the emission, and let me zoom in actually. I don't know why this is so messy up here. Put this over here. I should have just left it up there, shouldn't I, instead of dragging it. But it's a bit brighter as well since it is emitting a color. Put that into the emission. Now when I shift click on here, it should. So it's got like a little glow in the middle of it. If I turn the brightness down on here, you'll see it as well. So that's the parts that will glow in game. You get me? I hope you get me. I kind of don't like the main texture color. I want to be able to set that. So this black bit here, I mean, I want to be able to set all these colors actually. So let's start by going to, where's the black color? This one. Shift A, mix color. I'm going to put that there, drag the factor in, and then drag it up here so I don't confuse itself. Put that into the color. Now these two colors should be like so. Yeah, we've got the colors. So I want it to be like a green and a. I should have made that one more green actually. I'm gonna make it a darker green. There you go. It kind of looks like a weird snake thing, a weird snake skin. I don't know what I'm gonna call this yet, but so we've got that so far. And what else can we do to this? Metallic. I'll leave these sliders so you guys can control these yourself. But I'm kind of happy with this texture. I'm just going to shift click through each of these and make sure everything's coming out how I want it to come out. Yes, it's coming out nicely. Yes, good. Wait, so let me have a look at the color. The color's not getting the bit in the middle, so we need to fix that real quick. Drag this back down to here because I can't be asked to cycle through them all. So the color needs to get this as well. So shift A, search mix color. Doing a lot of mixing colors here, aren't we? So I want the factor to be there. Oh, factor to be that, and this color to go into. Oh, I missed. This color to go into here. Shift click, see what this looks like. There you go. So I've got all the colors correctly set now. I think. Is that right? Yeah, that is correct. Right, okay, so we've got. I'm gonna leave the gun as is, like this. I don't like the metallicness of it though, so I'm gonna turn it down a bit. And the roughness up. So it looks a bit more. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to save this project real quick because I don't want to break it and lose it and have to start this whole video again. Desktop, work directory. I'm going to call this one the snake. It looks kind of like a snake, right? So then we've got all that set up. This texture, by the way, it's not going to look like this. When it's in the texture pack, it'll be a lot more control of the colors and the size of everything. This is just a quick rundown of how I do this. So as you can see, I've used a DayZ cleanup tool, so I've got the models separated by the color selections. I'm going to just rename this to body and this one to barrel. You might not have all these, you might just have one, which would really be called color or something like that. But you want to take away this .co.paa. So with the texture baker now, I'm going to change this to cycles. So on the body, what it'll do is if I'm baking the color, it'll do that name underscore and then no HQ color or all this stuff here at the end. We haven't got an ambient shadow actually. I'm going to make an ambient shadow for this one. It's a bit confusing sometimes, this ambient shadow texture, but we're going to work with it. So, I need to go back to EVs. and enable ambient occlusion. Go back to cycles, shift A, search, and I want ambient occlusion. Okay, put that there. Click this. I'm going to drag the normal map into there as well, just so it gives it that extra little bit of shadow. Give it a moment. There we go. And that's not the right. It's not the right layout I want. Maybe this normal map. No, I think I was better off with. No, I think this is right. Actually, I just need to change some of these values here. What does the inside look like? Oh, that looks very weird. Higher samples and lower distance, maybe. That makes the gun look very strange. I don't want inside. Only local. I don't actually know what this is doing. I'm just trying to. It's adding like shadows to like the main parts. Can you see this? So if I turn it up, you'll see it better. Like inside the gun, it's got these different parts. So with this, let me zoom in so you can see actually. Drag it over here. So when you've got this ambient occlusion set up, you drag the color of it into the AO shadows. Then I'll go to color. Should see that it should add like darker areas to the inside parts of the gun and stuff like that. You won't be able to really see it in this render engine, but there is actually shadows and stuff in there. So yeah, let me just go down to ambient shadow, make sure it does actually do the ambient shadow texture I want it. It should be like pink parts on there. And yeah, there we go. That's very it's a lot. That's an awful lot. Let's try this one again. Distance as well. Let me turn that up. Like a 9, give that a chance to render. See, the shadows take a little bit longer. Sure. I don't even know what I'm doing with this, so I'm just gonna bake it as that. As you can see, all inside of here is very dark. This is where like shadows being cast. So now we go to this one. In a moment, you should see the shadow texture like dark around here. Yeah, there we go. It gives the gun like a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna save again, and I want to bake every single one of these textures. So now I want to go to set a folder. What I do here as well is I set my actual mod directory. So inside the P drive, and then where is it? Should be flanker. It's all the way up top. So in my SRS, make a new folder, snake. And inside this folder, make a new one called data. And this is where the images are going to go. So I set to my mod directory. I'm going to make these as 2K images. I'm going to hit bake. In fact, no, I'll set the quality to low, just so it's a little bit quicker. But for the sake of you guys, I'm going to pause the video and then bake, so you don't have to watch me do it all. Actually, I'm back again because I need to explain to you guys as well. I've only baked the body one out, so let me just get this. Let's have a look at this a real sec. One second. SRS. No, not scale. A snake one. Snake data. So we've got all the images that we need. Now we also need to do for the barrel, the muzzle, and the handguard as well. So I'm going to show you this anyway. Just if you're using this tool, when you see this is blue, don't click anything else because it may crash your Blender program. Because right now it's baking each and every one of these images out. So if you got this far, by the way, in the video, please hit that like button and leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think of these kind of laid back tutorials, because I don't know, people like the way I teach, but I don't have the oomph of a entertainer kind of thing, if that makes sense. So as you can see, that one baked. Let me just double check the folders. Yeah, everything's looking good. So let's have a look at the ambient shadows. Oh, this is one I made earlier, by the way. That is in the texture pack as well. This called Galaxy. It's in the texture pack. Yeah, the ambient shadows looks very broken at the minute because I don't actually know what I'm doing with it. But if you know what you're doing with ambient shadows, the option is there to put it in there. Right, so that one's finished. Let's see, the blue button's gone. So let's do the handguard now. And the next part as well is going to be using an RVMAT. I'm going to show you I'm going to put the RVMAT code up on like my website, maybe, that you can just click and download it. Because it's not like a normal RVMAT. It's got an extra little section to it. I'll try and explain to you while I'm doing it as well. So all selected items have been baked. I can save this and close this now. So there's all our images. I'm going to go back to a different folder and grab one of the RVMATs from there. So I'll do it from the Galaxy one. So if I sort by type, I can just grab all the RVMATs that I need, like so. So I'll copy these, go to my snake, data, paste. Now all these, let me just close Sublime a minute so I don't mess up. So I press enter on them all, it should open them all in here, and it's still kept the old ones, which is not what I wanted it to do. Nope. Nope. I was going to close them all apart from the last. But I'll close them all just so I can reopen them. You shouldn't have to see all this stuff in the window. There we go. So if I press enter on all 4 of them, there we go, they're all open now. So what you have in here now in the RVMAT is this emissive layer. You want this set this to full. This is basically saying whatever's on that image, you want to bump it out higher, if that makes sense. So let me explain to you as well the actual difference between the emission and the colors. So emission and color, there we go. So we've got, this is the color one, this is like the main texture of the gun. But at night time, all you'll see is this on the gun. Like this bit is like emphasized and pushed out of the gun. You see parts of it. Just so, I hope you understand that part of it. Same as the barrel as well, or the body, sorry. No, this is the barrel, yeah. So only these parts here of the gun will be shining. And you can get really detailed as well. You can, yeah, you can just get really detailed on it and do your own fancy thing with it. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, the only one you really need to change is this emissive. Well, you don't need to change it if you're copying this file from my website. This is the most important thing that's different. And also this here as well is TextGen 0, which will add an extra texture. I don't know why there's TextGen 7 actually. But these TextGen basically means I don't know what it means. It's not very well documented. But with this one, as you can see, I've got a stage 8, and this is my emission layers. So for these, it's pretty much the same layout as before. So mine's Handguard, no, all I need to do is change this word Galaxy. So I'm going to copy this, Control-Shift-F in my program. I can paste Galaxy and change it to Snake. Like so. And I click Replace 16 occurrences across 4 files, replace. That's done. Save, 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 and close them all. So now the RVMATs are configured. They're in here. Let's go up to my config. So here's my config. I'm just going to copy and paste the last one that I work with. Also, another thing, if you are doing multiple skins for like the same gun, it's probably, well, you can even do multiple guns in the same config. You don't have to make a new config for every single weapon that you're skinning. So let's change this one to Snake. And Snake here. Oh, Snake. And on here, I use a middle mouse wheel and drag down like this so I can select multiple lines in the same area. The Snake and the same here. Snake. And save. That's it. So I'll close my config. This should hopefully crunch now. So if I go to my PVO project, crunch this. Hopefully I get no errors. And it's looking good. No errors, perfect. So now I can launch my DayZ test server. We should see it. I'm still recording, aren't I? Yeah, I'm still recording, thank God. Oh, so by the way, join the Discord. I'll show my Discord real quick. Look, we've got our showcases in here at the minute, so people show. Oh no, this isn't my showcases. This is my showcase. Obviously, that's one that I made today, the new texture. But you can show off your skins that you made. These are all the skins that have been made like with my tools. It's pretty cool. This one, the wooden texture, scratch marks in it and stuff. Very cool. Element Z, by the way, that one's on Element Z. This one's called, well, I don't know what server this is on. This is I guess the name's Michael. But yeah, the possibilities in this is pretty cool. So join the Discord, the link will be in the description. Let's do this, right? So let's spawn in the Snake. And it's looking good so far. 1,000 of it, well, not 1,000, but 1,000 health. It's on here. And so we have the Snake. Looking kind of cool. Now let's make it nighttime and see what this looks like. Weather. There you go, look guys. We glow in the dark Snake SRS. I mean, you're definitely stand like a sore thumb in the bush when you're hiding, but if you're in the dark spot you want to see, then this is the one. Let me show you my galaxy real quick. So, galaxy... Just 1,000 health. Oh, wrong one. This one. There you go. This one's a bit more subtle. You can see it's got like the stars that glow and the nebula bits. And if I go to my daytime, you can see that it also looks kind of cool in daytime as well. There you go. So this texture here will be available in the texture pack as well. It's literally called Galaxy. So if you need any assistance with this kind of stuff as well, guys, you can ask in the Discord. I do have a ticket service for if you've actually got the texture pack and you're struggling with it. You can contact me in Discord and submit a ticket. I thought there was someone in my room then. My character going hoof, 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 hoof. Start panicking, thought I was being stalked. Yeah, hopefully this video has helped you guys. I'm sorry if it's long. It's only 20 minutes. I'm sure you can sit through it. And if you have sitted through it and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because I try to make nude videos as often as possible and as informative as possible. I'm trying to help the community get better skins, better modding and stuff like that. So, yeah, leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next video.